I'm back for another new adventure. I'm the evil witch. I will kill you. Oh no, she really sounded like that. I'm just assuming. But everyone, I'm excited. Welcome all new fans, all subscribers. Thank you for choosing my channel. Thank you for subscribing. I am beyond excited. I'm really hyper right now. I'm hyperventilating too. But real quick update here, everyone. I've been so busy, I haven't got a chance to draw or practice at all. I got a new job. I love it. I love it, baby. I love this job. I'm working at Zaxby's, the chicken place, and it's chicken paradise. I love chickens. This place is like a paradise for me for chicken. So I'm very happy, very grateful, and everything's going good, everyone. So just to update the life in general, and unbelievable that we broke 40,000 subscribers. I can't believe this, man. It's going to 50,000 almost. So thank you all, and you can tell I'm extremely excited. I can't even speak straight right now. Oh, breathe. Deep breath. Deep breath. I gotta do the big breath. So everyone, we're gonna draw Maleficent, the evilest witch of the West. So let's do this. So let me know. I haven't seen Sleeping Beauty in so long. Let me know what the new movie's like, everyone. It looks really cool and fun. But if you hear lots of pounding noises and stuff, we got people working on our roof today. It's the roof gnomes. The roof gnomes are here to visit, and they're putting their forest touches on their home. Oh, baby, I'm excited! I'm excited right now! I feel weird today. I feel weird because I haven't drawn in oh my gosh, I'm having drawing relapses, drawing withdrawal symptoms. I'm losing my mind! I haven't drawn in like weeks, it feels like. So this is, I'm excited. Let's just put it this way. But to start, you know, there's so many ways, like I say, but being that it is a Disney character, and like what we just drew with Ariel, for this one you can start with the circle shape again. Oh man, I screwed up because the horns, you shiver! I screwed up because the horns come up, so I don't want it to go off the frame. So that's the hard part about doing these videos. You know, you gotta always mark, like I got a little sticky thing there to tell me how above the frame. Oh, is this recording? So like I was saying, great way to start is just a nice circle shape. You know, like you draw the Ariel. And you don't have to be perfect. You know, the thing about when you get into drawing characters and things, it's all about molding the circle. It's about molding the face. And with her, she's got very high facial cheeks, a pointy, evil chin. A chin that could kill you. That could stab to your soul and your heart. That's how evil she is. Oh, and please let me know, how evil is she in this new movie? I need to know, man. But see, I'm just making these nice little shapes. See, that's the cranium mass. And that's why everybody uses a circle, because a circle just, it's the top of the skull, the cranium, where the brain is, that makes you talk and do stuff and jump. But see this? How it's just one triple shape? And this is a fairly simple character because, in my opinion, it's fairly simple because there's not the nose, and it's just a basic thing in her costume. Let's say a just nice shape. And what the heck was I saying? I was saying something here. Oh yeah, how evil is she in this movie? Because I remember in Sleeping Beauty, is this the one where she gives the apple in Sleeping Beauty, or am I just freaking confused with my Disney films here? But saying them, you know, you can make your horn. So I'm just kind of placing where things. I want to get the body before the horns. I want to work your body before I get my horns. But see, I'm just kind of drawing her. Now you see part of the neck coming up. And it's all about your design preference. But see what I'm doing? I'm just making nice loose lines. And another thing, like I always say, when you're using a reference, add your own flair to it. Don't just copy, because if you're copying and you're not observing and you're not really studying, how do they do it, or you're not studying? In other words, if you're not understanding why these shapes are the way they are, this and that, you're not really going to learn. So it's very important, and that's what's important with these videos. They teach you, like, let's say I'm just simple shapes, nothing fancy, but they teach you how to draw from eye, but also you know, to add your own flow to it, your own style, your own things might be exaggerated, things might be loose. It's all how you do it, and that's what I love. And I'm actually going to draw her bird here, so I figured that. But see how I got these simple shapes in? Real loose, nothing finished yet. And the horns, and you can see, you know how a lot of people, and this is a video I'm thinking about seriously doing at some point in time. You know how a lot of people are totally against doing outlines and things? There are people like that, and it always depends what you're drawing. All I'm doing here is doing the front facial guideline. See where the eyes kind of sit, so that way I can know that mask kind of falls on there. See how it's forming now? And this is very exaggerated, especially where her eye goes. I'm not going to work on that now because it's a lot of finished detail. But see, well, getting back to what I was saying, a lot of people say don't draw outlines because it's a bad habit. And it is in a way, but it also depends on what you're drawing. Like if you look at the Ariel drawing I just did, being that it was a front drawing, you know, it was her front of the body, and it wasn't anything complex in terms of twisting limbs or different things. It was easier for me to see it that way. And same with these horns. And I'm trying to exaggerate them, make them kind of bigger, but they're about as long as her face. So if you can just imagine, see, kind of about that long, and do it by eye. But they curve in and they get very slender. And, you know, and have fun with it. I mean, like, I know I keep saying it, but it doesn't have to be to a T. But see how I'm just making it kind of my own little thing. But I might go ahead later and edit it and make them shorter or whatnot. Something I always do, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but before I publish the videos, you know, where you see the final image. Let me see, that's looking up here. There we go. Lower it a little. Now you see the final image though in the start of the video. You know, I usually edit that. Like if something didn't look right on the final thing, I'll edit the video, like maybe erase something. And the reason is because, you know, when I'm drawing on camera, it's freaking challenging. It's harder than just sitting by myself drawing. So the mistakes definitely do happen because, you know, there's so much I got to do here. It's not just drawing. It's, you know, talking and different things and whatnot. But then for her collar, it kind of comes up, and I'm going to make it just real simple. It curves up, and I'll make it kind of skinnier. I like a skinnier looking one. It's kind of thicker, but see how it just curves up and attaches? I'm going to do another one. Make sure they look sharp. Sharp and medicine like knives. Like blades of death coming out of her. Did you stab you in your eyeball? And see what that? I hope the tree gnomes, I hope the roof gnomes outside don't hear me screaming. They might call the fairy police and come to my magical kingdom. My magical kingdom, where I see elephants and bears, and I see dancing polar bears in underwears. But see, and then we got the basic thing already. And see all I do is basic shapes and your freaking magical staff thing. I'm not gonna worry about this arm. Ah, crap. Let's do the face and then we'll draw the birdie. But like I was saying, let's finish her first. Let's get her fine before I draw the bird. Because if I screw up the bird, it looks like a bird turd instead of a bird. Then it's gonna look like crap. This is my master plan. It's ingenious. So I'm gonna erase here. So I'm just erasing these lines. And it's so crazy. In my sketchbook, I'm going to be absolutely honest. When I draw in my sketchbook, seriously, 85% of the sketches I do in there, or anything I draw in there, is just, I really hate it. It looks horrible to me. And the reason is, and it really does mess with my confidence sometimes, but the reason is because when I'm drawing in the sketchbook, I'm not aiming for a finished product. Like, you know, like with these videos, I'm always aiming for a finished product because I want to help you draw and I want it to look the best presentation, you know. But like I was saying with those videos, with my sketchbook, it's different, and so it's something I got to keep in mind because sometimes I'll go back and look and be like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. I freaking suck, man. And so that's something to keep in mind too, that when you all are drawing and stuff, don't get discouraged. Like if you have bad sketches, Because keep in mind, half the time you may just be doing what I'm doing, where it's just, you're just kind of experimenting with shapes, you're seeing how things work, and so you're not trying to do finished work. So that's something to always keep in mind. Let's see how it kind of connects, and it goes down to her jawline. So that's very important. This whole thing comes up. And these real evil arches. Make sure the arches are sharp points. Everything you want sharp points. Like, you don't want it to be a smooth curve, but try to make it as sharp point as you want, because it really adds that kind of evil look. But there's the mask. Let's kind of bring this baby home, this evil witch. This is not a woman I want to bring to my mama. I get spanked if she saw this woman. But see here, just trying to think how I'm going to do this, because so many ways. I'm going to start with the nose. I usually start at the nose and kind of arch up. And what you get used to when it comes to drawing, just pay very important attention to angles. You know, like look how, see how this angle curves that way, this curves out, and then notice how this angle goes straight down. It's seriously like a straight line, maybe tilted a little that way because the head's tilted a little. And notice how it just kicks under, see that little mark? And see how that makes a nose shape? The more you get better at drawing and the more you observe things, the easier it will become, because like I say, half the battle, in my opinion, see I'm just making a little nostril, I might bring that in later, but in my opinion, 50% of the battle, if you want to improve, is observing. Observe everything, observe how other people draw, observe the way lines curve, values, you know, like what value shades and different things, because it really does. Like when you're observing these things, you'll be shocked at how much you'll remember, and that's something that's blowing me away here lately, just by watching other videos of other artists and taking mental notes. It's helping. And you want that chin to be pointy, evil sick. Let's see. And for the eyes, kind of see where the guideline is. And I'm really slow with these videos because I want you all to see the steps. Let's see, I'm just drawing these guidelines, and it's almost like a big little mountain shape. Reminds me of a mountain from Super Mario. And see there? You're a mean one, Maleficent. You smell like diarrhea.
You got crickets up your butt.
See, I want to make the eyes kind of small, not too big, but that's just the top of the eyelid. Let's see where the eyebrow goes. You can make it a little higher, actually. Just play around, but you do want the eyes to be evil, slender. See, like that. Oh man, I got that freaking song stuck in my head. It's the Mr. Grinch song, but I keep saying Maleficent to it. But see, then the shape, see the shape I'm using to kind of put the eyebrows in? Because she's got value. It's not one thing, but the eyebrows kind of come in. But see, here's the eye. And see how I kind of did that eye? And then the eye on this side. But you'll get better eyes with more practice too. You always have to remember which way the character's looking and things. Let's see, and definitely her eyelash sticks out. It's not a pretty eyelash, it's like a real sickly looking one. But see, in that eye, and the eyebrow comes up, matches with that point. You can just play around with it. You know, like I said, there's no, I want it to be slender though at the end. See how that is? And see this area I marked off, it gets value. It's just like with real faces. But once again, I'm keeping it my own style. I'm making my own kind of little flair, how I would imagine her. And there's no wrong or right way, you know. As long as you get proportions right and things. So I'm kind of doing my own little thing. And then for the lips, maybe a little mark. Maybe just a slight, subtle smile. Like she's scheming of something menacing. Ooh, she's an evil one, this one. She's kind of hot though. Is that bad? See there? Top lip.
Whoa, baby! Man, baby. Looking good. for a witch.
And also another video, check out Paris's on Toonbox Studio. He drew her too, and really amazing. But if you look at her face without the creepy evil horns popping out and the freaking freaky green skin, you know, that she has in the movie, she's pretty. She really is kind of pretty. But see there? And, you know, you can touch up things like maybe right here, and that's why you don't want to make lines completely solid right away. Like you can make the cheekbone higher if you like. Maybe make it come out a little wider. But you know, basically the way we start is the way you want to draw kind of all characters' faces, is with that circle and the jawline coming down. Let's really bring this drawing in home. This is all black. I'm kind of going to outline it now. See how it just connects? And there's a line here that goes from there. See how there's lines? And once I darken in, you won't see these lines. I'm going to try to do something where I can show it still. But see that? Just, like I said, when I draw, I really take my time. And that's why I erase a ton. And you don't have to do that. I mean, if you just want, you can go about it your way. Let's see, and then the horn. Make sure it kind of curves. It's got this nice little curve to it. So I just, and like I said, the more you draw, the more you'll notice these subtle little angles, these subtle little curves, and you'll start to see things. See, on this one kind of curved down. No, it's not like a straight, perfect curve. Kind of curves in. Kind of like that. And the lines, once again. I'm just going to make how many I feel. You know, there's like 5, I believe. A line here. But really what the lines do, if you notice, they kind of bring out the shapes of the horns and which direction they're doing. Goes like that. And see where we made this line? I'm just going back, sharpen it, and make this thick so you can see it's her neck, and this is her neck that comes out. See, like that. And this line, where her cloth is, or see, like that. Like that there. Like I said, play around with it. I always like to make things with my own little techniques. But say that I'm just bringing these lines down. Tracing this. Ultimately, that's how you draw Maleficent. And we'll actually put the bird in and the staff to really kind of spice things up. So I'm going to break this down. Let's see how I got just the shapes. I'm going to go back in, darken the eyes with the mechanical. But remember here, she has an eyebrow and it starts very skinny. Then it kind of gets darker and thicker. See how it's just a little darker and thicker, but that's very important. And same here, the eyebrow comes up. Definitely erase any lines you don't need anymore. I'm constantly erasing, but it helps me a lot because, see, like that. And see where it attaches. And see how loose it is? See how we took our basic sketch and just made some beautiful lines to kind of go with it. And see here. Once again, the reason I'm doing the bird second is because I don't really prefer to draw animals. And so if it comes out horrible, at least I can kind of chop it out of the picture. It's not like, it's my plan. Oh man, I think that sugar rush went away. I had freaking soda, chocolate chip cookie. And see what I'm saying? See what I'm, oh baby, baby. But see how it is now that it's all kind of cleaned up? The lines and just the things. I'm still going to go back and add value. But real quickly for the bird, I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time. I'm going to kind of make where the staff is coming up at an angle. I'm not going to draw the hands in just to save time, and plus, you know, when it comes to drawing hands and things, it's kind of a lesson in its own right. So it'll be kind of too long. So see, the staff kind of comes up. Let's see how it arches, and all I'm doing is simple outlines now. There's not really much to do, but notice how it is a simple design. You have the evil orb of death, the eye of Saruman. I have to be kind of quiet now. I think the workers outside have heard me. The roof gnomes are onto my tricks. I think they heard me when I went, "Oh yeah, baby!" So they're trying to look inside the windows and see what kind of antics are going on in here. So say that, I got this simple thing. But like I said, I don't know anything about animal physiology or psychology.
What am I saying?
I don't know anything about animal anatomy. So I'm just start. See, it's got like, basically the body kind of juts out from the whole thing. It's got this angle. And all I'm doing is rough shapes. Like a little tail comes out, a cute little bird tail. Is it a crow or a raven? This is what I always wondered. This is what's puzzled me for years. I believe it's a raven because it's pretty big. I've not seen a crow this big before, unless it's on growth hormones. Government's trying to feed me hormones. But see that? But also the important, this raven bird is huge. Like it's seriously as big as their head. So I'm just kind of sketching in and getting, and you can see how I'm kind of nervous right now, mainly because I'm not familiar, like I said, with freaking animals, the way animals look or shapes or anything. So the one thing I do notice is there's a huge jutting thing where it's kind of leering, kind of like that. And so I'm just doing it like I would kind of a human, with basic outline, basic shapes. And like I said, luckily with the computer age we're in, I can edit this and take it completely out if it looks like birdie poops. Let's see. Just getting shapes in. Man, this is not looking right. I mean, it's looking right, but it's just not looking good. Let's see, the one thing to note is the little, he's got evil little bird wings where he's like arching his, like he's probably chuckling right now, like, I'm so freaking evil, baby. That's what he's thinking. Let's see how they overlap. Like that, and they go down. So basically like a shape like that, and then you get the other little one. But see how evil and exaggerated they are. Of course, so erase all that's behind there. Now you can see how nervous I am, because like I said, when you draw something you're not familiar with, as much as like humans and things in that thing, it can definitely throw you off. But so this is kind of a helpful lesson that we're also drawing the bird. Because basically you just want to follow the same kind of techniques, you know, gestures, getting the basic shapes in and things before you really do anything like crazy. Or before you mess up. Those little talons. Just kind of make it like little fingies. So they don't have to be exactly kind of like that. I'm just doing it from imagination. Kind of like a hand, except the little crow feet. Quote the raven nevermore, you little raven son of a... I'm going to open it up here because the face. But ultimately, and this is what's so important. This is how you learn. You know, a lot of people ask, do you recommend drawing things out of your comfort zone? And several videos I answered that, but just to reiterate, if you like to draw cartoons and people, I do suggest just sticking with that and practicing that and learning that. But however, I really do feel like it is amazing practice. See how it just arches like that? I'm just doing simple lines. However, it is incredible, amazing practice to do things that are somewhat out of your comfort zone, because it trains your mind to see things in a new way again, which by doing that, it really does help improve it helps improve just observing and learning, and it is pretty amazing. Let's say a little circle. But it also depends how far out of your comfort zone you're going. Because even though it's an animal, it still has that look and style. It still has that look and feel of a human, in the sense that it's gestural. And basically what I'm getting at is, you know, this compared to a car or something mechanical or buildings, you know, that's like completely out of my comfort zone. And so please let me know also if talking about this helps, because a lot of times I don't want to feel like I'm just yabbering on. I want you guys to learn and enjoy it too. But you know, like drawing a building or a car, that's completely out of my comfort zone, because it's just not, it's not a natural thing. It's not a natural form, versus like even animals and humans, which at least they have somewhat in common in that regard, where I can draw loose. So I hope that makes sense. But basically, you know, kind of like that, and there's not a perfect circle. It's kind of like a murky place, and it's got a little nostril. You can extend the beak. You know, basically, you know, that's better for the raven here. And just go in, redarken the lines. See, I'm just making very simple, nothing fancy here. See how that looks? Basically you have these three shapes. Shape there, a shape where the tails of the bottom are coming out. See, kind of like that. Kind of feather them off too. Then you have this master shape here. So if you could just break it down into those shapes, you'll be able to draw the bird. I kind of made it kind of cartoonier in the sense that it's exaggerated a bit at spots. Once again, I wanted to keep it with the style of Maleficent over there, so it doesn't look like a completely different random style. See how these all overlap? Let me know, everyone, what you think. Suggestions for the new improvements and things. But ultimately, you got this feathers here, feather there. They're flicking. And you make it all dark. And here's the orb thing. I'm going to take a mechanical pencil, 0.5, and just kind of show you how you can do the face real good. It's like a little part here almost. So it just curves. And the eyes, it's like egg shape, and it's got a very dot there. But see how that one little dot completely changes it. See what that one little line does? That's what you'll find that intrigues me about drawing, is how it can look like nothing. And see that? And now you have the shape, and kind of make it even arch down a little more so it looks evil. I'll kind of work with that later on. But basically that's it, guys and gals. Mr. Haunted and Maleficent. Let me know how the movie is, and more videos underway, everybody. Thanks a ton for watching. Thank you all.